What is going on, everybody? I am Mike. Welcome back to Tech 24/7 TV. I'm glad that you're back with me today because we are going to get to the bottom of this mystery. You might be thinking to yourself, Mike, what are you even talking about? Apple announced a brand new 12.9-inch iPad Pro M1. It's really amazing. If you're wondering about it, I'll put a link in the description above. With that new iPad Pro, they did announce a brand new Magic Keyboard that is designed to accommodate the thicker iPad Pro. Well, if you're anything like me, you might have a 2018 iPad Pro, you might have a 2020 iPad Pro, but for sure you already brought the Magic Keyboard, that's for certain. And you're wondering if you can reuse your Magic Keyboard. Well, you are in the right place because I have the latest version of the Magic Keyboard on hand, and I'm going to test it with the 2020 iPad Pro to see really what the differences are and whether or not it's worth buying. Let's get started. So now just a baseline before we start, this is the 2020 iPad Pro 12.9-inch, and this is the first generation of the Magic Keyboard for iPad. And you can see here some marks from where the material changed just from having your wrist up against it. All in all, it's in pretty good condition, but we're going to put this to the side and we are going to go ahead and open up the 5th generation Magic Keyboard and get to the unboxing. This is the, you see here, 12.9-inch 3rd, 4th, and 5th generation Magic Keyboard. And let's open it up. Oh. That was a little bit lackluster. I was maybe going to get like a nice big single tear on this. Excuse the wrapping paper ASMR. Okay, so that is opened up. Just from the immediate impressions, this does not look to be too different. So we have the newest one here on my left, the old or previous version on the right. And you see here, I mean, the trackpad's the same size. This material, this is still a soft touch. These keys are still the same. Not too much difference. Now, the angles that they open up, the intervals that they're set, all feels very much similar. Wait, hold on. Yeah, very much similar on each of these devices. Now, I'm going to take my iPad Pro and put it inside the new keyboard and close it up. Oh, now that's interesting. So here you could see how much of a gap is in there. It's actually, it might be a little bit hard because of the way that, because there's no light down here. There you go. You can see how much thicker the new iPad is going to be. Now, just from a typing perspective, let's see what here we have listed in the settings for this device. About hardware version 0009. That is interesting. So what's the difference? About 3 sheets of paper. That's really the truth. Not a whole lot, but if you have an existing Magic Keyboard that you want to reuse with the 2021 iPad Pro, it's probably not going to close correctly. I typically have a sleeve on my iPad, and this is the Pitaka Mag EZ sleeve. Let's put that on my iPad and see how that changes. So this is the Pitaka Mag EZ sleeve, which I use on my iPad all the time. And let's try and close this and see. Now, with that sleeve on here, it's not much, it's actually closed. There's no gap whatsoever. No gap whatsoever. Let's check the other side. Yeah, there's no gap whatsoever. So what I would think is that this new device is going to be marginally thicker, right? Marginally thicker, where if you try to use the new iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard that you have from 2020, it won't close all the way. Now, at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, is it worth spending $350 on a brand new Magic Keyboard to use with your 2021 iPad Pro when you already have the first generation? Well, I think the answer is no, because of the minimal amount of difference that there is between the 2020 iPad Pro inside of this keyboard and then also inside of the 2nd generation keyboard. Now, for me, I am not overly concerned that the new 2021 iPad Pro will fit snug inside of the 1st generation Magic Keyboard. For $350, I don't think it's going to be terribly worth it. I don't use a screen protector on my iPad. I do obviously travel with it, and I do put it inside of a computer bag, but I tend to put on this sleeve from Pitaka and use that quite frequently. I don't know how that's going to change my opinion once I get it. It should add a little bit of height to it, making it maybe just a little bit less perfectly. But at $350, it's not really worth it for me. I don't think I would be so well inclined to pay $350 for that little bit of difference, I think it's just going to be okay. I'm going to be okay with it. But let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. My name is Mike. This is Tech 24/7 TV. If you want to see the new 2021 iPad Pro when it gets delivered, make sure that you are subscribed because I'll be unboxing it and then also doing a full review. We'll talk to the next one, folks.